All right, looks like we're live today. Hey, YouTube fans, how y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope some of you received a notification. Hope all is well. As you can tell, I'm sitting in my car and waiting on my wife as usual. And it's a great time to talk about VA benefits. Those who don't know me, my name is Reverend Dr. Antonio Arnold. I am a 100% disabled veteran. I am also a veterans advocate. Okay? If that makes sense. So today, I want to talk about VA benefits. Okay? From my book. As you know, I already published a book called The Art of Filing for Veterans Disability Benefits by yours truly. Okay? It's available on Kindle. It's also available for free on Kindle Unlimited. Okay? And it's available as a softback. But here's the new update. After doing some additional research, of course, from my own experience, I decided to add additional information into a new book, which is the hardback cover book that's in color. It's in color. That will go in not only the details about step by step, the same as the softback, but will cover additional benefits available to veterans that a lot of veterans have no idea. And I'm here to tell you, this benefit will bless you or your family, because there's a lot of family members who are taking care of veterans who have no idea what's available to them. Okay? Especially if they're homeowners or they own a vehicle. So, what does this book entail? Well, it's a lot. You have to purchase the book. You have to see the book for yourself. You already know there's going to be a step-by-step instruction in there. Okay, it's like an instruction. It's a guide. But also, hold on, I'm going to turn this AC up a little bit. Okay, I had to use my, okay. I only got one good right hand. It also has a number of topics in there relating to veterans benefits. You know, if you guys experience, especially those in Texas who lost power, did you know that you have access to emergency power through the VA? Did you know if you lose power, before you lose power, if you happen to have it, that the VA has a benefit which will allow you to have a generator or Generex in your home, whole house generator, for free or at a low price under the grant program? Did you know that? Read my book. It's in the book. It's in the hardcover book, which will be available on Amazon sometimes today. I just published it last night. It hasn't showed up yet, but it will there, and it has so much. And I put a lot of tools in there, additional tools besides the one that's on Kindle and the one on the paperback. I consider this book a more of a bonus book because it got more information that will help you on your journey to receive not only a rating, but also the equipment, okay, depending on your service connection. Because this equipment will help you with your quality of life. Now, it's nothing more frustrating when you're in a hurricane season or a tornado season and your neighborhood loses power. Your home's fine, but you lost power and you're out of power. And you need you have certain medication that has to be refrigerated at all times. What are you going to do? What's your game plan? You don't have a generator. You don't have solar power. And your life is on the line if these medications go bad, because they have to be refrigerated at all times. Well, the good news is, here's your chance. Get the book and go ahead and file for those benefits to get that equipment, okay? All right? That way, when the storms do come, you're ready. Also, what is available in this one is the hottest time of the year. 2023 was hot. 2024 has broken a series of records in regards to the heat index as well, especially in particular in Virginia. God help you if you live in Texas or Oklahoma or the Midwest or the Deep South. Because if your HVAC system breaks down and you're a disabled veteran, how are you going to fix it? A brand new HVAC system could cost you over $10,000, up to $10,000. I'll say it that way. Repairs can cost you up to maybe $3,000. Okay? So you want to ask yourself, what benefit does the VA can offer, or those subsidiaries or these non-profits can help me? There are some programs out there available that will help you as a veteran to obtain a new air conditioning or HVAC system, or repair the HVAC system that you have. So a lot of you may be doing like this. It shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to, because these systems are available. I've learned that because I helped a friend get in position to obtain a new HVAC system, okay, heating, air conditioning, okay, because I got to pop up here, because there is, he can't afford a brand new one, and just to repair one would cost over $5,000, okay, and there's no guarantee that repair will stay, okay. You may have an HVAC system that's freezing up, that's ice all over the outside system, okay. I took a little bit, I had my mentor, I'm a plumber for the Air Force, and my mentor was an HVAC and a plumber, okay? So what he did, he showed me a system where the HVAC system was ice all over. I mean, solid block of ice. And it's amazing how that can happen in the middle of summer. So, and come to find out, one of the regulators and system and the, I forgot, the cooling system was out, it was leaking. So we had to put a new capacitor and a new regulator and something else on it, and it was working fine, okay? But just think about it. How much would that cost the veteran if you have to get those items? How much would it cost you? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Bless you. Thank you for your support. How much would it cost your family member to get an HVAC system right now in the hottest time of the year? Right now, where there's a program within the VA for veterans to get a new HVAC system, to get a new or get it repaired. What's the information? Well, the information is in the book. Go to my book. If you don't, if you have a problem thinking about it, like in the name of the book, of course, is The Art of Filing for Veterans Disability Benefits by Antonio Arnold. Okay, it's that simple. You'll see a Kindle book that's available. You'll see a Kindle Unlimited book that's available. That's for free for veterans, free for anyone if you have Kindle Unlimited. But it does not have the information in regards to auto, HVAC, and emergency power. It doesn't have that. But the one that do have that information, should be showing up soon, is the same title, except it got a bonus on it. And that book is $30. It's a hardcover book, and it is in color. Okay? So when you look for that book, look for the hardcover. If you want to know about the HVAC, the automobile modifications, if you want to know about home advanced home modification, like your HVAC unit or your emergency power unit, then that's available to veterans. Okay, now there is some criteria. So what are the criteria? Read my book, and I'll give you this bone. I'll give you this nugget. If you're 30% or more, you can qualify for one of them. 30% or more. Okay, If you're 30% disabled or more, you are eligible for that benefit, okay? That's the same thing goes for health care. There's a lot of veterans walking around don't have no health care because they did not go and apply. You 30% or more, or you got rated, or if you haven't been rated, let's get you rated. Let's get you rated today, okay? Well, I have no medical records. Don't worry about that. You served, didn't you? Yes. Let's go and fight and get it done. Get my book, and you'll find out step by step what you need to do. And they turn you down, the book will tell you what you need to do after that, okay? Whether it's 2 people or 5,000, I see 5 people so far. If there's interest, I'm looking at this point where someone can benefit from this down the road, okay? I have videos that has over 5,000 views on it. So it's not a waste to me. I mean, maybe to you, but it's not a waste to me. And it's all good. It's your choice. You don't have to watch. And I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. But yeah, I will continue to talk because I want to be a blessing to each and every veteran and their families. I have served 22 years. I have served in the Army. I served in the Army Reserve. I served in the Air National Guard. I served in the Air Force for a little bit. I was a commissioned officer, and I was an NCO. So I have a taste, and I got 5 MOS because there was opportunities. I took advantage of every opportunity the military offered me, from infantry to civil affairs, combat engineers. I've done a little bit of that. I did quartermaster as well, logistics, and I've been a 11 Alpha, and I also been a 56 Alpha, which is a chaplain. So I've been a pastor too. So I understand with the criteria that the Army is looking for. You always look for opportunities that will help you down the road. That's just my tidbit. If you are on active duty and you're not happy with your job and you want something better, take the ASVAB test again and put in for another MOS or AFSC. That's simple, okay? And just keep plugging, because the military always, there's a command always looking for someone who has specialized skills. Seriously, the more skilled you are, the more you're in demand. Plus, I have worked for the VA medical services. Yes, I have. I have worked in the VA. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not any of the clinicians, but I'm telling you, I worked within the VA hospital system. So I have some insight. And with these insight, I applied it to helping veterans. And when I applied it, those veterans got results. Many of them are 100%. Some of them who have one item have never thought they would ever get disability, were able to find something in their records, in their archives, and they got 50% within 3 months. Y'all hear what I'm saying? 50% disabled within 3 months. They got their health care, they got their back pay, and they was able to utilize their VA, the money they have, to put it down, to put it in for a house. They didn't have to put money down, but they had to pay the closing costs. They got a new home because of what I have shared with them and sat with them to help with the application. The application process can be daunting, guys. And if you're a veteran, you can appreciate what I'm sharing with you. This veteran had no idea that it could get rated. And I'm quite sure they're probably 70% now. But at one time, they couldn't get anything. They gave up on themselves. If you're a Vietnam veteran, you're a peacetime veteran, you're a Desert Shield, Desert Storm veteran, you're an Iraqi freedom veteran, or Afghan, or enduring freedom, it doesn't matter. You got hurt anyway, or got exposed to certain chemicals, agents, or biological agent, or you just by being on active duty was hard on you. You twist an ankle, you were walking on. I mean, you don't know. Depending on your job, you could be a Navy SEAL, as far as I'm concerned, and you just being a SEAL is hazardous. Is a hazard in itself. You know, I've been around some people who are some great guys who are SOC people. You know, that's just how it is. But or infantry. I was infantry. I was 11 Bravo, 11 Alpha too. You know, things can go wrong. You could be working on a track and something fall on you. You can working on an aircraft, somebody accident, even though you have a lockout tag out on that aircraft and they're not supposed to touch it, somebody touched it, and guess what? Boom, you're hurt. Or some chemicals got released, you got lung disease out of that deal. And you may felt fine at the moment, but when you're discharged, you realize you have some problems. And you don't know how to go about getting the help you need. And that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm so passionate about it, because I realize not everybody know what I know. I didn't have anybody to help me. I had to do everything myself and figure it out myself. You know, I was blessed by one thing. When I was on active duty, I was going through the clinic. I was injured and during an airborne operation. I hurt my back, you know, fell out during a run. I was running my best 2-mile run ever. And then I lost my legs. I hit the ground, and it was no fun. In my back, I had the most excruciating pain I ever experienced. So I went to the medical, and medical sent me to the experts. And next thing I know, I found out I had some injuries. Then while I was waiting, I had a sergeant major was chatting with me, because we're all about hood, we're all about being, about being tough and suck it up and drive on. Forget that. He said, I'm on my way out the door, and he was SF. He was 18. Well, anyway, the sergeant major said, I'm on my way out the door. You look like a pretty good guy who got who's squared away. So I'm gonna give you some tips. All right. And I was in my 40s then. He said, let me tell you something. This is what you're here, right? Yes, sir. I want you to get your medical records. He gave me some advice. Get your medical records. While I was on active duty, because I didn't think about I could get it. I didn't know. He said, get it. Best decision I ever made. And I'm quite sure, guys, you wish you can kick yourself for not getting your medical records while you're on active duty. I know many of you are your family is like, man, if you just got your medical record, or you would have gone to the medic and got that little carbon piece of paper that fades over time like I have, it would have made a big difference. However, we just don't know until somebody tells us. Thankfully, Sergeant Major told me, get it. And that's what I did. Now, I've always been pretty good in keeping some of my records since past, after returning to active duty. But as a young soldier back in the 80s, up to 90s, I was very poor in keeping up with records. I trusted my unit that they will do the right thing. It will go into archives, and anytime I need my records, it will be there. And it come to find out, and I've been in the hospital, and I've been injured. And trust me, I have, in training. None of my records all my military records prior to the 90s are gone. Just like these World War II veterans, their records are gone when the moment the warehouse, the archive burned to the ground. So I understand the frustration of how medical records can get lost or faded over time, or as you move along your career. Some people just throw that stuff away, not thinking about the consequences, down the road in your health. Young guys get out after 3 years, they're like, oh, the heck with it. Throw everything away. T-850, throw their uniform away, throw all their medical work. They want to put the military as far behind them as possible. And it hurts them. If you have a family member that experience, tell them I understand. I've been there, done that. Guys, there's a lot of guys been there, done that. But I'm here to tell you guys, if you're still in the military, get your medical records now. Get a copy. Go to your PAC session. Go to your 42 Alpha section. Go to your medical section. Get every record you can find. And those of you who are already out, discharged, never got your records, well, here's some good news, because some places still got them. Okay? Some places do, some places don't. You never know until you file a claim. And if you don't have them, or they lost them, you describe the situation to the best way you can. You describe when you file that paperwork the best way you can. Go to my book, get my book, and read that information and apply what I just shared with you. I'm already shared enough outside the book, but I'm sharing, the rest is in the book. Get your copy. The Art of Filing for Military Disability, Veterans Disability, and you'll find what you're looking for. And I hope it helps you, okay? I can't guarantee and promise that you're going to get 100%, but I tell you what, 30% is better than nothing. 20% is better than nothing. 40% is better than nothing. 70% better than nothing. You still get some back, and depend how long you filed, When did you file and how long you have to wait, it determines how many back pay you're going to get. Yeah, so if you serve in Vietnam and you never filed for military disability until now, or let's say you did it in March, guess what? They're going to start from March. They're not going to start back when you first joined, 1967. They're not going to start with 1955. They're not going to go back to, if they can prove, you can prove that you were injured at this time, okay? And they go back and you look at your medical records and all this other stuff, that's maybe something you want to look at, okay? But in the meantime, if you don't have any records at all, and you did your time, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. I know guys did 30 years. And they retired. I had a friend retire. He since passed on, God rest his soul. But he never filed. He said, I can never get, and I keep trying to tell him, go ahead and file anyway. File those disability paperwork now. Let me help you. He wouldn't. He died. He left his wife. And she had nothing. She had to go, she had to work. That was income gone. And he has no other retirement. A lot of you don't have any other retirement other than what you have. Many of you don't even may have Social Security, and that's it. Many of you may have Social Security disability, and that's it. But what would be great if you just take this little book that I shared with you, and that book make a difference in your life, and you were able to get 40%, 50%, 100%. Would that be a great deal for the investment that you had just invested for the information? Would it be worth it? I believe so. I believe so. But so, I'm not going to hold you guys any further, but I want to just point out to you guys, family, that there are options out there. There are options available to you right now as a veteran. And even after you get your 100%, your 30%, your 40%, 50%, let's say you got all that, but you got some special needs. You know, you have a hard time walking, or you can't walk up the stairs. Did you know there's some benefits that you can use that will help you up the stairs? Let's say you got an upstairs, downstairs house, and you can't walk on those stairs. You got grandchildren upstairs. You got children. You can't keep up with them, or you don't have you have amputated legs, or you have legs that's weak. You got a knee replacement. You got back surgery. You can't walk up them stairs like you used to no more. Guess what? You can get them stairs. You can walk up. You can get a device that will help you through them stairs, or you may need a little elevator that will get you from the garage on up to your first floor, or you may need something to get you through the deck or your porch. Okay, you may live on the top of the hill, but to have access to that, you have to apply for disability to gain access, to gain the health care benefits that goes with it. You may need a car. You may have a car like this. I'm sitting in my wife's car. And you may need to make some alterations in your car, and it will cost you thousands of dollars. Well, there's a program, $25,000, that will install the equipment, help you install equipment in your car so you can have a sense of independence and still drive without a hitch, okay? Or you need something like, well, okay, I got a van, but here's the problem. I got a wheelchair, or I got a scooter. How am I getting it out of my van? And the device costs over $10,000. Well, guess what? As a veteran, rated, you're eligible for those things, okay? And like I said, it is hot. It is 84 degrees right now, cloudy, overcast skies. And let's say you get air conditioning broke down. Well, guess what? There's program provision for that. So there's plenty much stuff out there, guys. Get the book, but if you want to know about all the other stuff I just talked about, get the hard copy. Okay, The Art of Filing for Veterans Disability Benefits is available on Amazon. Choose the either the Kindle, or if you got a Kindle Unlimited, it's free. Okay, it's free. If you don't have a Kindle, I think that's a subscription too, a monthly subscription. But if you don't want to go through the Kindle Unlimited, get the small book for Kindle for $9.99. It's worth it. Or you get the paperback for $15, or the hardback with the additional information in there. You got the conditional information in there will step by step guide you through the other benefits that you don't know about. It's only $30. $30. I did a lot. I lost a lot of sleep. Trust me, I lost a lot. I can't sleep. I got anxiety real bad. I'm sorry. But I put what I've learned into paper so I can help many of my brothers. And all I ask, once you get the book, write a nice review for me. Okay? I really appreciate it because that'll help other veterans understand. Because I just want to help you. I mean, it's hard to do it yourself, but then you had to go through an attorney to do it. They want 24 to 25%. Or you go through someone who's going to help you through the process. Maybe not go through the detail. I had a young gentleman told me, man, you really go through all the detail. Nobody never covered this much detail with me because I helped him out. And lo and behold, he squared away. Because he thought he couldn't get it anymore. Well, guess what? You follow my instructions to the letter, you're going to be straight. You follow my instructions to the letter, it's almost impossible for them to say no. Okay? It's almost impossible. Almost. I'm not making any guarantees. But if you follow my instruction, your attorney will love you. You follow my instruction in the book, your auxiliary, like these military auxiliaries that help veterans get benefit, they'll love you too. Because what I'm teaching you to do on through that book is to streamline all the stuff they're going to look for. You walk up to them and say, here it is. Everything dressed right, dressed, lined up. Even some they say you recently got up and you can still keep in touch with your buddies. Say, could you write me the book will tell you to do it. Okay? It's going to help you. And if it's something that you don't understand, or there's something that, okay, I did everything you showed me, Mr. Arnold. What else should I do? I got this response. It's been like 3 months. I heard back. They say they're still working on my case. Is there anything else I need to do? Read the book. The only thing I do say, don't miss an appointment. I will give you that. Don't miss an appointment. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jason. Hey, Jason, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Guys, please like and subscribe this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it because this is a ministry to me. I'm a minister. I've been a pastor. I've been an army chaplain. I've been a hospital chaplain. And all I wanted to do is help my brothers and sisters in arms and their families. That's all I want to do. I am not asking a lot except for the book. That's it. I'm not asking $1,000. I'm not asking for $500. I'm not asking for $2 million. I'm not asking for 25%. All I ask is just buy the book, put it into action. That's it. That's it. And what I'm saying has been a blessing to you. Go for it. Get it done. Do not allow the VA to determine your outcome in the rest of your life. Okay? Some of you may have 100% unemployable. And there's a difference between 100% permanent. Anybody? How many of you are unemployable? We're unemployable one time. How many of you are permanent and total disabled? But there's a difference between the two that's been outlined in the book as well. And many of you, it's public information. You'll see for yourself. Because you could be 100% today. In one stroke of a pen from a doctor or a nurse, you can be 30% tomorrow. That's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. And many of you may not have any service connection disability, but and I'm going to address the elephant in the room too. That's not in the book, but I want to go ahead and address this elephant. Some of you may have family members who have served but are homeless. Many of them have served but don't have a service connection issue at all, but run into hard times. There's a program through the VA. Of course, you have to have your DD-214, show proof of medical issues if you have any. Later, post-discharge, okay? This is what I'm saying. Post-discharge, okay? That you may be eligible for a pension, okay? And what that pension means to you, you're struggling with Social Security disability, and yet you say, well, compensation won't talk to me, but here's another option. It's called the VA pension, okay? VA pension. You file for your pension. Now, it's only going to pay up to $1,500. Trust me, I know. I know. I couldn't get both. I tried. They give you up to $1,500 a month, okay? $1,500 a month towards you to help you. That way, you won't have to be homeless. You add that to your Social Security disability, you get the help you need, and you're squared away. You can get yourself an apartment, you can move in, and you can start living a better quality of life, okay? And all I'm doing is just sharing information just to bless you. That pension is real. So if you're looking at, okay, compensation for injuries and disability, for disease or exposure, and you never had a problem the whole time, you did 3 years, you were 22 or 25 when you got out, you never had an issue for 40 years, and you're pretty much homeless, or your income is just as far beyond the help scope of what you need, and you got Social Security disability too, then you want to look at that pension. You want to look at that pension. All right. Well, I think I mouth enough. Leave a comment. Please, we do appreciate your comment. I do read your comments. I really appreciate it. Please share, subscribe. Hey, because I always come online. There's something you may have been missed, play the playback, or you may know someone. I come online periodically. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok as well. You may have some questions down the road. If you have your question, type it in. I'll share it. I'll answer your question. But I do encourage you to get the book, The Art of Filing for Veterans Disability Benefits, by Antonio Arnold. Is available on Amazon. But get the hard copy if you really want the bulk of it, because that's like 75 pages long worth of stuff. But it's a big 8.5 by 11 book. Big letters, you can see it. I mean, you don't need a magnifying glass. It's going to help you. The small book is great. I wish I had kept a copy in my car, but it's going to help you. And there's other books too. If you really want to see all my books I've ever written, go to wearelivinginthefinishedwork.com. wearelivinginthefinishedwork.com. I'll type that in on the comment section too. Anyway, guys, it's been a true pleasure talking with each and every one of you. I thank you so much for your time. Please help your veteran family member. Please help yourself and help your neighbor who is a veteran as well. Let's let these veterans know that you're thinking about them and you're there for them, okay? Because they've been there for you. This is Reverend Dr. Antonio Arnold, a.k.a. Beast Mode, Airborne, signing out. Airborne out.